Yeah, all right. Hey, everyone. Jeff here at StopThePirates.blogspot.com. Reading some of the news today. How much longer will DFW area store shelves be nearly empty following winter storms? DFW means Dallas Fort Worth. I'm sure we've all heard of the ice freezing that they had and the power shut off. On top of dealing with the power outages and boiling water advisories, many North Texans have been frustrated by nearly empty shelves at grocery stores across the Metroplex. Quote, I know it's unnerving for customers when they come into the store and it doesn't look like a grocery store that they've grown to know and love, said Christy Lara, Director of Public Relations for the Southern Division of Tom Thumb and Albertsons. There's been an increase in demand, coupled with some stores that have dealt with power outages and had to get rid of product as a result. Now, this brings to mind a article I read yesterday or the day before of a store in Oregon where the power went out, and they started throwing away all the meat, and people were standing outside wanting to eat the meat, because they're like hungry and shit. And they called the police and had them removed immediately because you can't eat meat. You have to just throw it away. And this is a what I think this is a beta test for what they're going to do to the whole country. They're going to bring the whole country down to our knees. 99.9% of the stuff in grocery stores isn't even food. From my perspective, the only thing that is food is meat. That's food. Everything else is bullshit. What else do we have here? Just reading the news. Okay, and then in Texas too, furious homeowners hit with electricity bills as high as $17,000. That's what your hardcore commie does, man. He shuts you down and he hikes up the price because they want you on your knees. Because when you're on your knees, you won't complain anymore. You'll beg them for something. Hurt by lockdowns, California small businesses push to recall Governor Newsom. This guy's a total piece of shit. They got 1.1 million signatures. What else? What else is in the news? Who wants to hear what's going on in the news? Look at Zero Hedge. The hedge, as they call it. So we got here. It's raining metal. Boeing 777 experiences mid-flight engine explosion over Denver suburbs. Newsweek fact checks claims India vaccine ban mostly false while admitting de facto ban. Yeah, they banned the Pfizer vaccine in India because people are like dropping dead. Trump to make first public speech since leaving White House at CPAC. He should be uncanceled. New regulations mean Japanese whiskey now actually has to come from Japan. Under today's regulations, Japanese whiskey doesn't even have to be made in Japan as long as it's bottled in the country. Perfect. The high cost of using the minimum wage for as a form of welfare. In coming years, the combined effect of Substitution, slower job creation, and accelerated automation is likely to be a growing core of workers, many of whom are young, poorly educated, who are unemployed and unemployable. Definitely. But get your vaccines and that won't be a problem anymore. 92% of New York City restaurants unable to pay rent in December. Study finds. Where's the V-shaped recovery? Learning to live with crypto. Accounting standards developed for the 20th century are not equipped to deal with the 21st century crypto assets. Assuming otherwise creates an inaccurate and diminished financial reporting. Biden administration working directly with big tech to crush vaccine dissent. Yeah. It's like 3/4 of the people in the military don't want to take it. In a corporate system of government wherein there is no meaningful separation between corporate power and state power, corporate censorship is state censorship. Unbelievable. What else? Rise up, fight back. Detroit rent protests erupts amid nationwide eviction crisis. Yeah, about 100 people showed up, and they know nobody's paying rent anymore. It's going to end in March. Inflation here, there, and everywhere. While inflation of some kind, be it transitory or more lasting in duration, has been a high probability scenario for a while, we are finally starting to see it clearly in the economic stats. Yeah. What else? Here's how much money every state will get in the Biden bailout. California's getting a shitload. They're the top, like 40.2 billion. Who's getting the least? You see it, Utah, and Utah's at the bottom. Oh well. That's where I'm moving. I'm moving to Utah. Another day, another record high for crypto. What happens next? The Bitcoin keeps going up. $56,568.50. Where's that right now? Bitcoin is like a fifth column sleeper cell that's taken over the central bankers. And it's going to be interesting to see what they do to combat it. I don't know if there is anything they can do, because most of the buying is going on in China, and they're going to have to buy into it. It's going to be like a war. Who can own more Bitcoin and who can mine more, which is going to take the price up to last estimate I saw was $4 million per Bitcoin. Unbelievable. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. Anyway, go to stopthepirates.blogspot.com. I have to change my videos to kind of do something else, because I've already talked about everything that I already want to talk about. But full disclosure, I'm trying to drive you to my blog at stopthepirates.blogspot.com, where you can get relief and find out what the hell's really going on in this world. Anyway, go to stopthepirates.blogspot.com. Thanks.